Hi, my name is Liz, and I'm white. But you already knew that. And not only do you know that I'm white, but you know and associate me with all the stereotypes that coincide with knowing that I'm white. You have certain expectations when you look at me, ideas that could very well be true, and because I'm white and a female and straight and not disabled and a member of at least the middle class, then that's who I am. If I was a man, I'd be the most privileged you can get, but even as a woman, I'm pretty close. This privilege has given me many opportunities than most to succeed in this world. This white privilege. I watched a video called Jordan Peterson Debunks White Privilege. He doesn't believe
Is that white privilege or is that like majority privilege? Is the same true? You go to China, you're Chinese. Is the same true if you're Chinese? Is it majority privilege? And if it's majority privilege, isn't that just part of living within your culture? So let's say you live in your culture. You're privileged as a member of that culture. Well, obviously, that's what the culture is for. That's what it's for. Why would you bother building the damn thing if it didn't accrue benefits to you? Now, you might say, well, one of the consequences is that it accrues fewer benefits to those who aren't in the culture. Yeah, but you can't immediately associate that with race.
white privilege. He doesn't believe in it. But then what else would you call this? What else would you call this advantage that I have? To not get stopped for loitering, to not get shot over a misdemeanor, to get a job over someone else of a different race with the same qualifications. This isn't equality, this is privilege. Peterson explains that white privilege isn't privilege, it's racism. You can't have one without the other, but he disagrees. In a book entitled Privilege, Power, and Difference by Alan G. Johnson, he proposes ideas that contrast those of Peterson's. But Johnson and Peterson mention intersectionality and how it correlates to white privilege, but the difference is, Peterson speaks about it like it's a joke. I didn't choose Peterson's video because I agree with him. I picked his video because I didn't. Although he isn't as far off from the idea of racism that most are, he also isn't right about it either. He laughs at the idea that being white correlates with any kind of privilege, and thinks of it as a concept of majority rather than a concept of race. He doesn't view being white as being the privilege problem, but Johnson does, and so do I. If you look hard enough, you can see the obvious advantages that whites have over other races. The funny thing is, both of these people, Johnson and Peterson, they're both white, non-disabled, straight men. But they have two completely different concepts on what it means to have white privilege. Johnson explains his viewpoint professionally, while Peterson presented his ideas condescendingly, putting down females in the process, and that is the kind of person I trust to learn information from.